Okay, so this is the Dynavin unit that I have. It's a 2-DIN unit. We've got various buttons and stuff. You've got the knob control here. You've also got the volume connects to the steering wheel, so you don't lose that when you install the Dynavin unit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start up the car so that we can turn the radio on. So we'll just start that up, and you get the Volkswagen logo, which is quite nice. Then it takes about 10 seconds to sort of, boot itself. So what I'm going to do is turn the engine off, keep the radio on, and then once the radio started, we can look at the functionality. Okay, so here we've got the radio, the FM radio. The little icons, you can add those yourselves because there's a little chip here, a little SD card where you can load up the thumbnails. So if you've got a bunch of favorite, radio stations, you could just do that, and then you just slide them across to all the different ones. You see, these ones don't have them, but you can add them if you want. Let's just turn that down a little bit. Okay. Then we've got the reverse camera, which I wanted to show you. So the reverse camera, so when you put into reverse, you have the camera with all the lines on it. So it means that when you're parking into a parking space, all of these move with the lines. So what that means is that also whenever I'm parking, because I've got this on the end of the bumper, I know exactly when I'm going to hit the wall. So it's actually really cool, really cool. Really like it. So the camera itself, the reverse camera, is actually located just above the number plate. So you've got that in here, and you can't really move that. So once it's fixed in, when you go to fix that in, just fix in, make sure it's secured. But once it's in, it's actually secured. It doesn't move about like some of the other reverse cameras. Then you've got the CarPlay, which is really good. So you click on this button here. Now, as long as your phone is connected with the cable that comes out of the unit. So in here, I've put a hole inside the console here. The cable feeds through. Underneath here connects to the iLink widget. It's like a big white widget, and that connects with USB to the unit up here. But sort of as you can see, if I click on, here we go. So I'm on iPlay already. So CarPlay, sorry. If I click on, so it's pretty responsive. It's quite good. I quite like it. So you've got, you can flick between the different, go to queue. It's all touch screen, so it's quite easy to use. And the sound quality is very good. At the same time, you've got your Google Maps. So this all works really great. Again, as long as you're connected with the phone, then your maps and everything's going to work perfectly. There's other different kinds of stuff that you can use. You've got equalizers, so you've got your audio equalizer here, so you can set the bass. So if you hear, I don't know if you can hear that, but you can put that up, put that down. So no bass, lots of bass. I like it about there. There's also a subwoofer thing here, so I've got a feeling that this unit connects to a subwoofer, and you can control that from here. I'm going to go down to the audio shop and pick up a subwoofer and see if I can get that working. The navigation on this is actually rubbish. It is really bad. It's so fucking basic, and so slow to load. It's just not funny. So whilst it kind of works, I don't really use it. I just use the Google Maps. You've got auxiliary, you've got an SD card. I've never actually used this either, but I guess you can play videos and stuff on here. Oh, there's a keyboard here. Look, what's this? Oh, pictures. Yeah, these are the pictures for the radio that I was talking about before. So yeah, so if you've got music loaded up onto here, you could just play it from here. That's pretty cute. So we'll go back to CarPlay again, and then you've got all the normal CarPlay features here as well. Oh, we got Waze. I haven't used that yet. Zoom. I haven't used Zoom yet. That's interesting. And you got sort of your WhatsApp as well, which is good. Okay, the dash cam I've got is, I can't remember what it's called, a NextGen or something, next, I don't know. But basically, because I've got the front and rear camera, when I click on here, it'll actually give me the rear view camera. So when I click it again, it will give me both. So if I click it, and let's say I have a tow bar, I could actually position that camera downwards so I can see what's happening. But in general, this is continuously recording you know, the front and the rear. So in the event of sort of like some kind of accident, it doesn't protect you from the sides, which is a bit disappointing, but from the front and rear, this is actually really handy, because if you capture something, you can download the footage and play it back on your computer, which is really good. The dash cam camera I've got is actually located here. You can't see it because it's tinted, but if I lift up the boot, you can see I've actually got it installed here. So this is actually, you can move this around. This is wired up into the back of the boot and goes through to the front of the car. I don't know if it's this side or that side, but yeah, this is movable. So if you wanted to have a towing thing or something, you could actually point this right down, sort of like that. You know, you could sort of move it around a little bit. So this is actually a really handy camera for the dash cam. I've installed sensors. These are third-party sensors, so I've got sensors all around the back and the front of the car. So I've got 4 sensors on the side. I've also got a sensor in here for overtake protection. So when I'm overtaking and I put the indicators on, has like an infrared on this side and will beep inside the car whenever I'm passing somebody and somebody's on my blind spot. That is super safe. Right, so here, if I lift this up here, I've got a little sensor on this side and also another one on the other side, and what happens is that works with the indicators. So whenever I'm indicating and there's something to my left or right, these will actually beep. They'll give me like an audible beep to let me know that there's something there and I should just watch what I'm doing. So what happens is a little light will flash on. I mean, I've got it covered at the moment. You can't see the flashing light when it flashes, but you can actually hear the audible beep. So I know that if I'm on the road, you know, going down sort of a road and somebody's on either side of it, let's say a bike's coming up the side and I don't actually see them, and it'll give me a warning to say that there's something there. That's a really good security feature. Highly recommend that.